Y'all see now?
Yeah.
All right, bet. So we going to comp a property. Okay. I'm trying to find, any of y'all got a property y'all can give me the comp real quick?
Hey, bro, I got address right here.
All right, give me that, John. Yeah.
No, carriage. So CARR.
Oh, CARR.
IAGA.
IADD.
IAGE.
Oh, carriage. Oh, carriage. All right. Street.
Oh, yeah, no, carriageway.
What's the zip code?
D.
Is it this John, Frederick, Maryland?
Yup.
Bet. All right. So as y'all see, y'all first time seeing this joint right now is my first time seeing this joint right now too. So we all about to do these comps together and see what this joint work. All right, so first thing when I'm running comps, a couple things you want to look for. When y'all running comps, first thing I'm going to look at bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. I'm looking at the bedrooms. This one don't got the bedrooms. This one don't got the bath. I mean, it got 2 bathrooms, square footage. I mean, and the square footage. So, honest to God truth, I look at the bedrooms and bathrooms, but the only thing that really matters is the square footage. Because if 2 properties is both 1,500 square foot, but one got 3 bedroom and one got 4 bedrooms, but they the same exact size, that really just means somebody probably added a bedroom or took away a bedroom, or you can add a bedroom or take away a bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really pay attention to the square footage. You know what I'm saying? So that's the really only thing I'm looking at. Now I know the square footage. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to see, and to nearby recently sold homes. There's different ones, nearby similar homes and nearby this, but all the way at the bottom, nearby recently sold homes. You feel me? So now this one going to pull up a map. Now this is probably like the whole zip code of that area, but you know what I'm saying? Just like in Philly, Temple zip code 19121. You might got a property right there on Cecil B. Moore that's worth 500,000. Then you got one that's all the way down 32nd in Cecil B. That joint only worth like 150, but they in the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's because they on different sides of the zip code. So even though some shit in the same zip code, well, if you don't know, you can only anybody on here that don't know what comps is. You know what I'm saying? Is there anybody on here that don't know what comps is? I'm pretty sure y'all all past that point. So all right, y'all all understand that comps they got to be similar in size, similar in dimension, nearby, close to each other. Y'all all good with that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I ain't really got to go through the basics. All right, cool. So because I was about to start babbling, I'm like, let me just ask y'all first before I start talking about some shit y'all already know about.
I mean, shit ain't bad to reiterate, bro.
Only thing I gotta do real quick is figure out exactly where that property is. What you say, 1750 Carriage Way, right?
Yeah.
I just gotta find exactly where it is. All I'm doing right now is pulling up the maps on my phone to see where this shit is so I can pinpoint like a better location. I don't know Baltimore, so I don't know that shit. I'm gonna show y'all real quick a little cheat code what I use. So
It's right there where it say Amber Meadows at right there.
Amber Meadows, right? Where that shit at? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, you right.
You got some good ass eyes.
Nah, for real. For real. All right, so what I'm about to do is when I run comps, right? You don't want to go past no main roads, no major highways. I'm gonna stay in this little box right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna click draw and I'm gonna draw this shit out from this major road. I'm gonna just stay in between all the major roads. This looks like a neighborhood right here. You feel me? So, boom. So now it's gonna give me everything in there. You know what I'm saying? Now what else I'm gonna do is filters. I'm gonna check. I'm only gonna use comps from the last 3 months, but I'm gonna check the comps for the last 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna check the comps for the last 6 months. Any of y'all remember that joint was about 1,200 square foot, right? So I'm gonna go maximum 1,500 square foot. I'm gonna go minimum 1,000 square foot. Last 6 months in this area, that's all I really need. And boom. So I don't know if y'all remember, but that house looked exactly like 1, 2, 3, and 4. What else you can do? I'm gonna sort them out from highest price to lowest price. So let me see. See, and then another thing, this joint, I'm not using this comp because this is 200 grand over everything else. And this is actually a single family detached house. The rest of these is row homes, so I couldn't use that if I wanted to. But sometimes you might see a comp that just like way up in price. I'm not using that joint. I ain't gonna hold you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are some good ass comps. They look exactly like the comp that we just looked at, and they're all in the same square footage. They're all fully renovated. So now, like I said, I never seen this property before, but now I can do the math. Just take the average, add 310 plus 290 plus 276 plus, I don't know about this 238. Let me see what this joint look like. See, this, I'm not using this comp because this not fully renovated. It's upgraded and it's nice condition, but it's not fully renovated. You know what I'm saying? Those might not be new appliances and shit like that. The rest of these joints look pretty much fully renovated. This joint don't even look fully renovated, to be honest with you. Hold up. This joint definitely not fully renovated. Well, that might just be the area. They all right, so all right, I don't know. I'm not using that joint. I ain't gonna hold it. But basically I'm gonna take the average of these three comps right here. So I'm gonna just do 310,000 plus 290,000 plus 276, well, 276,500 equals 800,000 divided by 3. That give me 292,000. So now I don't know what fucking area I'm in. I never been there in my life. I just know it's a property there, and I was able to figure out how much that property is worth just by doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? So now I can even take it a step further, right? Now that I know how much this property is worth, I can estimate. I'm gonna try to take an estimate of how much it's gonna cost to fix it. Bro, do you got pictures of this house by any chance?
No, I basically was gonna call that property, you feel me? Cause they on pre-foreclosure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So,
I think my
so if they in
situation.
pre-fork, let me see. I'm gonna also check. I want to see the last time that house sold.
I ain't even know Redfin gave you all this, John.
Yeah, I
For the
fuck
free
with it, bro.
99.
I don't, bro. That's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all too. I don't pay for damn near anything, bro. Like a lot of my, like when people first get into real estate, people think prop stream and wholesaling come hand in hand. Like you can't wholesale without prop stream. That's bullshit. Right? I don't. And then there's some people, especially when you first get into real estate, it's already enough to process. You know what I'm saying? Prop stream. I don't know if y'all ever been on there, but the first time you log into prop stream, that should be overwhelming. You don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck you're looking at.
it's
It's
a
all these
fact.
different
I bought
numbers.
it 3 times and
That's what I'm
I
saying.
never did shit
And
with
it's
it.
like people try to get into wholesaling and they end up spending more time trying to figure out how to use prop stream instead of actually trying to find a deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I kind
I
of
think
that shit out. I like that's why even why I provide people with listed properties is because like people coming in my shit and they spending 2 weeks straight asking me questions about prop stream. How do I pull this list? How do I skip trace this? I'm like, yo, fuck that. Don't even worry about that. Just take this list and get right to work. You know what I'm saying? That 2 weeks you spent trying to figure out prop stream, you could have had a deal by now. Even me, my damn self, when I first got started, I spent like over a month and a half figuring out how to use prop stream, how to use the call dialer sites, how to get right with the text blasting sites. I was spending more time on the softwares than the actual business itself. You know what I mean? So that shit.
and I got more of my more if you ask me, that's another question I got for you too though. But truepeoplesearch.com, instead of skip tracing off prop stream for real, I got more accurate numbers sometimes off of that.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah, for truepeoplesearch.com. Yeah.
I'm surprised about that.
Because you could put it's so many different ways. Like the way I would do it, like if they number wouldn't come up when you put their address, or if you put their name. Sometimes if you put their address, or if they own multiple properties, it might not come up for one property, but it come up for the other one.
For another one,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have that with PropStream.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. You just put me on something. I ain't even gonna
And
lie.
then another thing with PropStream that made me like feel like a little bit overwhelmed was when I did skip trace. Damn near 90% of the numbers say they on the do not call list. So
I don't
I'm
give a
like,
fuck about no do not call this. I'm still calling that. I'm still calling that. Anybody would tell you that. I'm not doing them shits
yeah,
out. But yeah, as I was just gonna say, as you can see, person bought this joint 2004 for 100, basically 150 grand. They've been living in it. Well, they listed it 3 years later, but they've been living in this crib for about 19 years. I don't know how you getting foreclosed on 19 years after you bought the property. That shit should have been paid
for
off
100 something.
for 150 grand. That shit should have been paid off a long time ago, but it is what it is. But
Unless they took out another loan.
I was saying that to say, all right, so let's say they still living in the property. The house hasn't been updated since they bought it. Um, it's a full gut. I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna throw no structural damage in there. This is just a calm guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say it's a full gut. I'm not gonna give it no structural damage. I'm gonna just say it's outdated. So instead of $70 a square foot, I'll probably say like $60 a square foot. A full gut job could go anywhere from $60 a square foot to $90 a square foot if it got real bad damage, you know, structural damage and shit. But if it's just outdated, you know what I'm saying? New kitchen, bathroom, walls, floors, you know what I'm saying? Clean little gut out, $60 a square foot. This joint 1,200 square foot times 60. I'm gonna estimate they gave me 74,400. I'm gonna say 75 grand to fix this joint back up. So now I know this joint is worth 300 grand and it's gonna cost 75 grand to fix it up. Y'all know the 70% rule and shit?
I had read
No.
that somewhere.
So the 70% rule is
Oh,
because
ain't that what you offering them and
That's the
all that?
max allowable offer,
it's
right?
basically, yeah, it basically helps you get your offer, but the 70% rule is more like on the buyer side. So, because like I said in the beginning, it got to be mutually beneficial for everybody. So the buyer,
Right.
so 70%, the other 30% is your profit. You don't want to invest more than 70% of the total value of the property for one. Two, damn, so just real quick, I'm explaining briefly like refinance and shit like that. People, so there's two different type loans. You got conventional loans with banks, and you got hard money loans that have less stipulations. Like you don't have to have your credit and shit all as on point, but they be wanting more money down and higher interest rates. You feel me? People use a hard money loan to get a property without going through all that other shit, and then once they got the property, they'll refinance with a conventional bank to clear out the hard money lender. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what that means is I get a property just to buy the property. I'm gonna use a hard money loan. The hard money loan they're gonna cover. Let's say they cover 100% of the purchase price, so I don't gotta come up no money out my pocket, and they cover 100% of the construction. So they're gonna fix it for 100% of the whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I got a high ass interest rate. I'm probably paying like $3,000 a month on a 100 grand property. You feel me? So You got a high ass interest rate. So I just did that to buy the property. So now I bought the property. I used a hard money loan to renovate it. So now, let's say the property is worth. Let's use this joint. Let's say the property is worth 300 grand, right?
Right.
Ah, fuck. The numbers is just, I'm just confusing myself with the numbers and shit. Let me start over. Forget the 300 grand. All right, so let's say you use the hard money loan to buy the property. Once you get it up, you fix it up and everything like that. You go to the
Right.
bank and you ask them for a loan against the house. That's basically a refinance. So the hard money loan, let's say you spent 100 grand to buy the property and 50 grand to fix it. That means
Right.
you all in 150 grand on a hard money loan. You feel me? The bank, when you go to them and put that loan against the house to refinance it, their banks usually typically give between 70 and 80% of the value of the property. You know what I'm saying? So once you
Right.
get it, once you spend 150 grand on a 300 grand property, you can go to the bank and basically have the bank buy the property from you, but you can keep it and rent it out. I don't know if this is making sense. I feel like I'm babbling, but I'm gonna just keep going anyway.
Oh no, I'm following you, bro.
All right, so the bank, they're gonna give you 70% of the total value of the house, right? So the value of the house is 300 grand. 70% of that is 210,000. You know what I'm saying? So the bank will give you 210,000 for this property. So you used 150 grand loan to buy the property and renovate it. Now you
Right.
refinance it with the bank and they give you 210 grand. So now you use that to pay off your hard money lender. So now you ain't got to worry about that no more. Now you got a regular conventional loan with the bank with a low ass monthly payment. You know what I'm saying? And
Bro,
you
that's
just and that difference, that 150 grand to the 210, you keep that 60 grand in your pocket, and you also keep the property and rent it back out. So now you just refinanced it and got your loan down lower, your monthly payments down lower. You rent that bitch out and have somebody else pay off the loan. You know what I'm saying? So that's how
mm,
people, that's basically how people, that's the BRRRR method. You buy,
yeah.
rehab, refinance, and resell. You know what I'm saying? You buy
Okay.
it, you buy it. So all right, so I'm not trying to get too caught up in that. I'm gonna just try to get to the main point of what I was trying to say. If you understand that, then understand. So us as wholesalers, we know that the person that we're selling to, they're gonna want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we
Right.
know the bank is only gonna give them 70% of what the property is worth, 70 to 80% typically. You know what I'm saying? So when we're
Mm,
doing these numbers, and I'm looking at this property right here, this joint is worth 300 grand. Uh, this joint is worth 300 grand. Whoever buys this property is only going to get up to 210,000 on the refinance. You know what I'm saying? So now
right.
I know when we looking into these properties, we got to think of our buyer in mind that they got to profit off it too. So we got to do these 70% rule. So me looking at this property is worth 300,000. I'm knowing the most the bank is going to kick somebody back on the refinance tip is uh 210,000, right?
Right.
So now I'm knowing that's the most you're going to get back when you refinance it. Now it also needs 75 grand worth of work. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
now subtract 75 grand from 210, you get 135,000. You know what I'm saying? So now I know if I buy this property for 135,000, I can put 75 grand into it and I will break even on my refinance. Nobody wants to break even. We here to make money. You know what I'm saying? So that 135, me as a wholesaler, I'm trying to get this joint. You can try to get it for 100, but a homeowner knowing that they property is worth 300 grand, most likely not gonna get their shit up for 100. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Unless the
trying to get this joint for like 120,
yeah.
125, and hold up, I'm sitting here talking to y'all, but y'all not looking at what I'm looking at. So my bad. So so the 300,000 times the 70.7, 70% refinance gives you 210,000.
Right.
Subtract 75,000 for repairs gives you 135,000. That's the absolute highest you can go to break even. So I know my buyer probably gonna want this for like 135. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 135, like 125 or under, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to get this joint. That's the game, you know what I'm saying? Just now
Right.
that's the game, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just a matter of calling the homeowner and seeing what the fuck they would take under 135, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start, but never once you get this number, this right here is called your maximum allowable offer. Uh Never start negotiating at this price. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the price you start at is never really the price that you're okay with. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
if you start out with that 135 and they come back and tell you they need 140, you already shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? You have no negotiating power after it. But if you start at like 115 and they come back like 120,
Yeah.
all right, bet, take that, no problem. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. That's $10,000, $15,000 in my pocket. I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, take that. So that's the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Run the comps, see what the properties see the value of the property, then try to estimate how much it's gonna cost to fix this joint,
Right.
and you can negotiate a deal from there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see, you just watch me do it. I never seen this property a day in my life. I never been here in Maryland. I know nothing, but I'm ready to call this owner and give him an offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you know
Right.
what I'm saying? This your deal, bro. Now you know the numbers for it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now knowing that, don't that shit make you feel way more comfortable reaching out to the homeowner? And you know what I'm saying? Because now you know the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Now you can throw them a number. If they bite, then you got a deal. If they don't, then you gotta let that shit rock. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it's not a deal. Don't if you run these numbers and the homeowner come back at like 140 or 150, and you want some shit like fuck it, I'm gonna still try to lock it up, see if I can get it sold. You're gonna waste your time. You're gonna burn relationships with people. Cause if you send me 2, 3 deals back to back and all them shits is overpriced, I'm gonna stop opening your messages. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just sending me
Right. Right.
bullshit, wasting my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't lock up deals. Zay would tell you, bro. Don't lock up no deals if them motherfucking numbers ain't right. Don't waste nobody's time out here, bro. Like,
Yeah, no real shit. I'm telling you this now because that's what I was telling people. Like at the end of the day, if it's a real good deal, bro, this shit not gonna last no more than 1 or 2 days, like 2 weeks at max. If you really
exactly.
like me, but
Mm.
other than that, if it's like the number high as shit, a
Yeah.
buyer gonna look at you and probably block you or whatever. Because at the end of the day, I mean, time is money. So if you're not making them no money, what they reaching out to you for?
Right. Right.
Exactly. And what you said too, that's key. That's what I said in the beginning too. If you got a deal and you don't get no bite back in 1 to 2 days, if you send this joint to 5 to 10 buyers, you post this joint in the Facebook groups and you send it to other wholesalers and nobody want that bitch, is not a deal. Stop pushing that joint, go back and renegotiate that shit or let it go. That motherfucking 4 weeks you trying to spend pushing a dead deal, you could have had a real deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you just wasting your time. You're gonna frustrate yourself. You're gonna wonder why shit never click, and you're gonna end up calling it quits and going back to work, picking up a job or something. We don't want that happening. You know what I'm saying? Like we definitely don't want that happening. So
Yeah.
uh
It's a
yeah,
bad job.
yeah, that's a bad job. So did that help y'all out? Like me running that comp, showing y'all that repair, coming up with that offer that helped out a little bit?
Hell yeah.
So my question is, what if you don't have, like, you see how that one had like at least 2 or 3 in the area?
Yeah, so okay, so if you don't get no comps in the area, because that could happen, like on this screen right here, you do this and you don't get no properties in this motherfucker. Um, I would say, cause like I would say maybe take it back like a year, and I would take it back some. I wouldn't send nobody those comps, you know what I'm saying? But I would just keep those. But like, see, the problem with doing that is what shit was worth last year is not what is worth this year. You know what I'm saying? But I would kick it back a year just to get an idea of, because it's not gonna go from the value not gonna go up or down fucking 300,000 in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be generally in the same area. It might go up 50,000, might come down 50,000. But if I look back a year ago and see shit was selling for 200,000, then I got an idea. You know what I'm saying? This joint might be worth between 150 and 250, and then it gives me a better idea. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like nobody, the only person who decides what the property is worth is the bank at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So even me running these comps, even if it is comps right here, that don't mean that 300 I just came with is the actual value of the property. That's just an estimate. It don't matter if you've been doing real estate for 50 plus years. Only the best you can do is give an estimate of what the property is worth. Nobody can tell you what the property is worth besides the bank because they the ones with the bread at that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.